I think playing offense helped him play better defensive guy. You know, we get after it over there on offense a little bit and go hard. I think he just played a lot more loose, a lot more confident. He had a lot of learning to do, but he was a different animal the last month than he was a year or two ago. He's not even close to the same guy. It's just part of also that maturation where we talk about appreciating guys battling through, not necessarily waiting your time, but letting time play out where it goes your way. So it's great he answered the call for the team tonight. I'm grateful, Kate. We'll see what's up down the road.
You've done actually great individual performances throughout all of your stops. Where does that Jackson Smith-Njigba game land?
Pretty good. Ryan Broyles, Oklahoma, and a couple, not like that. Especially the deal too was in a game where you needed it. Sometimes those are games. I mean, that's a heck of a defense. That's the number one defense in the Pac-12, and they were down some players that played against them a little bit. But it's one thing to have those games, but to do it in this arena, in this stage, on New Year's Day with the nation watching, it's not CFP, but it's about as big as it gets. I think it says a lot when called upon to play great, and the greatest players play great in big games. You see what that kid's future is.
When you guys call plays, and you know it's probably going to go to him, do you feel like it's almost automatic?
Nah, I don't know. I think CJ does because he'll hang with him a little bit. There's some other guys in times where you can see him, I'm not sure I'm good. Because if you wait and you don't get open, I'm jacked. Yeah. So I think I think they have great communication skill set and trust him. He's got a way of making competitive plays. So, but again, a lot of times we're calling plays it's just based on the coverage zone. You know, and there's a lot of times where he's not getting. Now we have you know, what, 47 passes called and thrown, whatever. And so, you know, there's a lot of times where he wasn't open because of whether it be just the read. It ain't like you're trying to force the ball to him. But Ryan, don't try to get in touches. And there's sometimes in coverage you can get in places in coverage where he's written. Like for example, we had a play tonight where, let's say, he was read 1 and Emeka was 2 and Jeremy was a check down. That's good progression. Or if it was Jackson was the first read and Marvin was second, and you're swinging to Travion. As long as the guys you're going through progression are primary good targets. And the more when you're a great player like Jackson, you try to get him to be target number 1 or 2 a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like typically, like when we line up in a formation, we can put 5 birds out there. And if you're the least guy of catching the ball, you're 5. Yeah. And if you're the dude, you're number 1. A lot of times he's number 1.
You've been around quarterbacks, et cetera. What does a game like this do for C.J. Stroud heading forward? He finished 4th in the Heisman, et cetera.
Hopefully,
a lot of eyes were on him tonight.
Well, yeah, but hopefully it just shows him if he stays grounded, trusts his coach, trusts the training, the players around the scheme, and just keeps being a humble, good guy. Sky's the limit.
Is he
get all the hype and get all the notoriety, get all the numbers. Numbers can be played. I told him yesterday, like, hey, everybody's talking about this. You know, I go, we're the number 1 offense in the country. Even everybody complains about the line and me and everybody all the time, and you know all the guys, right? Yeah. We're number 1 in total. We're 3rd in the country in yards per rush. You guys never talk about that. All you gotta do is we're number 1 in pass. We're number 1 in scoring. Number 1 in total, whatever. But I told the guys in our team, I go, stats are for assistant coaches and losers. The only stat that counts is you need to win the game. And we got to play 60 minutes to win the game. It was great down the stretch. We battled through the muck early. We got hot. We had a couple glitches, but we got hot. We made plays on offense, won the game. And CJ, if he can just stay humble, feet grounded, listen to the coach, he'll have a great year and he'll have a big-time future in his life.